The Premier League is back at Old Trafford on Friday night. An awful kickoff time on an awful day. Fuck Sky and their money. But let's concentrate on the football itself. Man United, comfortable opening Premier League weekend win. We have beat Bournemouth 3-1 away from home. A game we lost last season, but a game we won without really getting out of second gear. Ibrahimovic obviously scored his first goal, competitive goal for the club. Juan Mata got on the score sheet. Good to see him. And Wayne Rooney also knocked one in. I think overall the team played pretty well, given that we were just slowly getting into the game. You saw that we weren't fully synced together, and we won't be for a few games. You saw it with Man City's opening game. They were very sketchy, and I think teams are going to be like that because there's been so much change. You know, we've got a new manager, new striker, new wingers, new midfielders, new defenders. To get all that to gel immediately, going to be very difficult. So for the first few games, and I expect it to happen again on Friday night, there's going to be parts of it that look quite disjointed. But it's at home. And Jose Mourinho has got a phenomenal record at home in his whole career as a manager. Only lost 9 games. Nearly half of them came last season in that terrible season at Chelsea. But United need to make Old Trafford the fortress it once was. To credit Louis van Gaal, he actually got a lot of good results at home. Results-wise, performance-wise, probably not, but results-wise he did. And hopefully Mourinho can marry that result and performance and start making Old Trafford what it once was under Fergie, because it hasn't been since then. But we're looking at Southampton, and they drew their opening game against Watford 1-1. And Southampton, I think they were probably stronger looking last year under Koeman. They've lost Pele. Obviously the main striker decided to go for the money in China. But they signed some cracking players. Can't even say his name. That signed a midfielder from Bayern Munich, Højbjerg, something like that. A little really tricky midfielder, and very highly rated by a lot of people. And obviously they've got Jose Fonte, which is a very interesting one because Man United have been heavily linked with a move for Jose Fonte. So much so that Southampton's manager has actually spoken out about it, insisting the speculation is mere speculation. But United need a new. We don't need a new centre back. If we're looking at ideal football manager type signings, we can bring another new centre back in there, and somebody like Fonte, who's Portuguese, represented by Jorge Mendes, who is Jose Mourinho's agent. Everything ticks the boxes, and you can see why Man United are getting linked with him. Let's see what happens, but he was very good for Portugal at Euro 2016, played above himself. But maybe we need another experienced head at the back. I think we do. I think it's the only signing we do need to make. But what sort of game do I predict on Friday night? I expect Paul Pogba to make his debut, which is going to be the blockbuster moment. What we've all been waiting for 4 years, basically. Ever since he left, it was waiting for that moment. Hopefully, whether it would ever come or not, that Pogba's back at Old Trafford playing for Man United. And that is hopefully going to come on Friday. I think he'll be in the starting 11. He's ready. He's got a pretty shite new haircut, but, you know, you can deal with that. That's sort of his thing. He's going to have a terrible celebration with a dad, but hopefully he's celebrating 4 or 5 times in the game after scoring 4 goals on his home debut. Not going to happen. But you never know. I think Chris Smalling won't be back for this game. I think he'll be bedded in slowly. I think Mourinho's going to be keen to get him back, but he's seen the qualities of Daley Blind alongside Eric Bailey, and now he wants to maybe let that partnership grow a little bit and see how it goes. But all in all, I'm pretty confident about this game. I think Southampton have posed us a lot of problems at Old Trafford in recent years, and they are still a good side, but I think United are going to be a different kettle of fish at home this season. I just get that sort of sense of confidence that United at home, it doesn't matter what's happened in previous games or anything like that, Mourinho knows that's his bread and butter. Home wins. And I hope we start with one on Friday. I'm going to go for 2-0 win. I think with Blind and Bailey playing another game together, maybe if Smalling's back, maybe even better. Our defence is looking a little bit stronger. I think it was a cracking goal by Bournemouth that got rid of David De Gea's clean sheet, but it was a cracking goal at that. And I just think 2-0. I think we've got so much going in attack, and I hope to see Wayne Rooney put to the bench because we need to use those Mkhitaryan and Martial as the wingers. I want to see that because it's the best players we've got at our disposal, and I'm picking players on form, as I always say. What is your prediction? Leave it in the comments. Drop a like on the video, as always. We'll be outside Old Trafford on Friday, so make sure you come and have a chat with us after. It's down to Matt Busby Way. Subscribe to United People's TV, and we'll see you all soon. Take it easy.